Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I'm your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host. My foisted upon me by fate.
By your own. Hang on, foisted upon. You asked me to be part of this as your second choice.
Yes, only because no one else agreed to do it. So,
in fact, you're very mean to me in your introductions, but really, you should be incredibly appreciative. Like that, my co-host and the only person in the world who agreed to spend this much time with me outside of my wife, who signed a legal contract. That's what you should say.
I'm glad you understand that my marriage is nothing more than a thin sheet of paper.
I mean, I don't really understand what Alice gets out of it, to be honest.
I don't either, but
you get the citizenship and the stay-at-home dad life dream.
Yeah, I get free healthcare.
Yeah,
a lot I get out of it. What
Alice
gets out of it?
Having to go to Florida a couple of times a year, like, sounds horrible.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I told Alice if she wants to cheat on me, she's got carte blanche because.
so she gets something from this.
She's doing all the heavy lifting here, so you don't even have to check with me first. It's totally understandable. Anyways, it's Anna Domini, everybody. How are you doing today, Anna?
I'm not too bad. I've been taking it very easy, as usual.
That's good.
But I'm pretty tired. The answer is usually the same with long COVID and the fatigue. I'm just kind of tired. But yeah, had a nice Easter. Went to a friend's and played board games. One of which was called Stupid Deaths, and it was a quiz about people dying.
Oh yeah.
Which is, I think, quite Easter appropriate.
I guess
it's a whole festival about death, right?
About death, right? Yeah.
How about you? How was your Easter?
It was fine.
We're a religious podcast. We should.
Yeah, we didn't do much for Easter. What did we do? We went somewhere, did something. Who could say? Actually, I talked to our researcher, Kat, on Friday, and Alice asked me a theological question that I was actually able to pass on to
and you
Kat.
Saved it for the real theologian rather than for me. I see.
Well, I'll ask you because she didn't have a good answer.
Oh,
so
okay.
Maybe you know.
My chance to prove myself.
Yeah, now you can be like, yeah, I'm smarter than Kat. This is why Kat gets paid and I don't.
Wait, that would suggest that she's definitely smarter than me, just from working out how to get paid.
I don't know if you've ever spent any time with Kat, but she's much smarter than you.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I just wanted that to be totally clear. I mean, she's smarter than I am too. That's not.
What you say that like that's a surprise, like I'm dumber than you. I'm not sure that's fair.
Well. All right, we'll table this discussion for a different time. Anyways, the question that Alice had, and I was also kind of pondering in my head, which is that Jesus dies on Good Friday, right? Mm-hmm. And then he rises on Easter.
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday. But in the Bible, it says he's dead for 3 days. Mm-hmm. So is it counting? So it's counting Friday and Sunday? Because that's really only, it's at most
half
feels
a day
like
each, yeah.
2 days. And really, he dies, it feels like he dies late in the day on Friday. And on Sunday, they come in the morning and the rock's rolling away. So it's really, we're talking about 24 to 36 hours.
36 hours max, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's just wait, so where are these 3 days coming from? Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have a factual answer, but I can tell you that 3 is an important number in Christianity. They love the number 3. So...
Right. Well, name one other example.
The Trinity.
Right, okay, yeah, okay. That was an obvious one. I should have seen that one.
So that would be how I'd outsmart Kat on that one, but I don't know if that's actually... I mean, because it's one of those things where because it was definitely a Friday in the account and then definitely a Sunday because they had the Sabbath obviously on the Saturday. Obviously the facts, quote unquote, are disputed anyway, but in terms of if it happened, it, as you say, it was maximum 36 hours, but I guess that doesn't sound as impressive, so they round it up to a nice theologically significant number.
3 days.
Yeah.
This is the worst way to count days. Counting days always breaks my brain because it's always do you include the day?
Yeah.
Or the day it is now, or the day it is that day, or how many days is it between things? It's always... Yeah,
when I handed in my notice, I miscounted what my last day would be, and the HR woman replied actually it's this day, which was 2 days later, and it's I'm not trying to trick you out of my labor. I just can't count, okay?
Right. This is why I'm quitting.
Yeah.
I do also like that, I hadn't thought about that, but that Jesus observed the Sabbath is just I can't roll away this rock on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
No work on the Sabbath. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll wait till tomorrow.
Well, I guess the thing is that the idea is God was resting, right? So
Right.
he couldn't do the resurrecty work.
Resting in peace.
Not for long though.
All right.
But yeah, obviously Jesus was a good Jew. That was his like main thing, was he was just trying to tell people to be better Jews.
Yeah.
Instead of actually listening to what he said, people were like, "Oh, let's worship this guy instead."
Right. Are we saying that Jesus was the best Jew?
I
mean, like, what about Mel Brooks?
mean, in terms of like content, I mean, if you're looking at purely audience numbers,
Sure.
the Bible
Q
is
rating.
the bestseller, right?
Right.
So
Because, yeah. What Jewish author's doing better than Jesus? Like
exactly.
Philip Roth?
Don't think
I don't
so.
know. Yeah, and that guy's problematic best.
But like, also, are we being kind of essentialist by using book sales as a marker of whether you're the best Jew? I don't know.
That's true.
I'd say it's probably not okay to say that Jesus was the best Jew because
Anna, let's rank the Jews. Let's do it now. Welcome to Jew Rankings.
Oh my god.
With Anna Domini and some guy. I don't know. He's unnamed. Well, anyways, I think that this satisfies us doing something.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should just edit out everything from where you said, "Do you think Jesus was the best Jew?"
I'll make these decisions. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So, Anna, today is April 16th, 2023. Yes. Who is today's saint?
Well, I'm feeling patriotic today. Something in the air. So we are looking ahead to the 23rd of April.
Oh, big jump.
Does that?
I don't know.
Nothing? You don't know?
I think that was my elementary school friend Billy's birthday, I think was the 23rd.
Yes, so St. William is today, yeah.
Yeah.
No, 23rd
Happy
of
birthday,
April.
Billy. He didn't celebrate it, though, because he was Jehovah's Witness. So.
So he's probably definitely not listening, but happy birthday anyway.
It's almost probably
Billy.
certainly not, no.
No, 23rd of April is a very important day here in England because it's St. George's Day.
Ah.
So we are going to hear about St. George.
St. George. Easy to pronounce name. I'm liking it all right.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, as you may know, he was not, in fact, English. And as far as the research that I've got, doesn't suggest he ever went there. So
very popular here, and
yeah,
his St. George flag is very popular amongst football fans and racists.
Racists, yeah. So
it's hard to know. Like one time, I was walking in London. I think this was right before I moved here with my sister-in-law and her partner and my wife, and there were a lot of like English flags hanging out of windows, and I was like, "Is this racism? Is this like a thing?" And they're like, "No,
it's football.
It's the Euros this week," and I was like, "Oh, okay,
yeah.
That's good to know." So yeah, sometimes it's scary, and then sometimes you just check the old football schedule and be like, "Oh, the World Cup's on." Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there is a bit of a Venn diagram.
There's a bit of a Venn diagram.
But like, I own a St. George's flag just for taking to the pub when the Euros are on.
See, there you go.
And the rest of the time, I keep it hidden away.
Yes, Anna Domini, part of the problem. Anyways,
I mean, the previous discussion might have supported that view anyway.
So St. George, he never made it to Britain, never made it to England.
No, spoilers.
Well, now I am curious about how he got to be the patron saint of this fine, I mean, it's fine, country.
Mediocre at best.
Yeah.
In fact, fine in the sense of that meme where the dog is sat in a house that's all aflame saying this is fine.
Exactly. Oh, I love that meme.
So we don't know when he was born, but he died in the year 303.
Okay.
So young, old, who knows?
Maybe we'll get context clues from the story. It's like maybe he died in a horrible tricycle accident. It's like, well, maybe he was very young.
Indeed.
Or it's like he slipped and broke his hip. It's like, oh, might have been old. Who knows?
But,
guys?
You know, if he was going for the Guinness World Record for oldest ever tricyclist, didn't think of that.
Maybe. We're going to need a lot of context clues here. So we'll just guys, listen with your ears on.
There we go.
Put your listening ears on. And we're gonna try and figure out this mystery together.
Leave the thinking cap to Matthew.
Hey, I want everybody to get a notepad and a pen. Write down little clues as they come up.
Fun mystery. So the earliest source of St. George's life is a Greek text dated to the 5th century. So 100.
And that text said "you up," but in Greek.
I'm
I don't know
trying
what you
to
up
think
in...
what I probably, if I thought about it for 5 minutes, I could probably get it, but I don't have that capacity right now.
Euclid opus?
No.
No, all right, never mind.
Yeah, I can't remember anything from Greek. Anyway, so it's about 100 years after he died.
Uh-huh.
Aspects of the legend are taken from Eusebius's Ecclesiastical History, who you've probably heard of before. I think he's come up.
I've heard of the UCB,
with the
very
early,
popular improv
saints.
theater in New York and LA.
Yeah,
so.
inspired by this church historian.
I guess, yeah.
Dated to the 4th century, though this text does not actually name George. Very few details of his early life has survived, and hagiographies tend to disagree. So we're going to hear some conflicting accounts.
So he's mentioned in the text,
but not
by name.
Yeah.
Then how do they know it's about him?
Because there's other stories that do mention him by name that have similar stuff happening.
Oh, that have similar... Oh, okay.
So, according to the Greek tradition, George was born to Greek Christian parents in Cappadocia, in present-day Turkey. His mother was from Lydda in Syria, Palestina. When George's father died, his mother took him back to Lydda, where he became a soldier in the Roman army.
Okay. Wait, but wasn't he Greek?
Yeah, but...
But Greek was, or Rome was in charge of
Cappadocia, yeah.
Cappadocia at the time. Okay.
So I guess he must have gone against his parents' wishes to join the Roman army, given that they were Christians.
An act of defiance.
Youthful rebellion.
Youthful rebellion. That's it.
He was later arrested as a Christian, so maybe he had some kind of conversion event, or maybe he was Christian all along and he got discovered.
Oh.
Or maybe it was just you've got Christian parents, that'll do. You're
yeah, I
guilty
mean, I was gonna
enough.
say he was born Christian, so he was probably I'm gonna join the army, and he got there and just hey, where's the church on this army base? And the what? And it's oh, you didn't know.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have social media in those days. How would he have known?
How would he have known? There's no way of knowing. Just what are all these guys being crucified for? Well, they probably did something real bad. Well, I'll certainly pray for your souls to Yahweh. And people were like, wait, you're going to do what to who now? Oh, no.
He was tortured, and the next day he was paraded and beheaded. His body buried in Lydda. So, short and sweet.
Well, at least he got to go to a parade.
There you go.
It's a little bit of torture, but some nice floats over here. Oh, look at the big Snoopy balloon. All right, now we're going to go behead
St. George's Day, everybody. Other sources offer alternative geographies. In one tradition, George travelled to the eastern imperial capital of Nicodema after his mother died, and was persecuted by a man named Dadianus, which is spelt like Daddy Anus.
Okay, well, Daddy Anus... I don't care for that.
Fair enough.
Aren't we all persecuted by Daddy's anus?
Oh, no.
No.
Very
what?
Freudian.
Oh no. Well, I'm unlocking some repressed memories.
I mean, to be fair, dads do enjoy farting sometimes, I guess.
That's true.
Is the least traumatic interpretation of that.
Yeah. Anyways, so wait, he was just persecuted by the one guy? Was he a neighbor or something?
Is it really a persecution if it's just one guy? Maybe it's just some light common or garden bullying, you know?
Yeah. It's I've been persecuted by this guy. It's he told you to put some pants on when he went out in the street. That's what he did.
That's his MO, Daddy Anus. He just he's actually just looking after people's bottoms.
Yeah, he wasn't just a dude, right? He was a person with some authority. Presumably.
Me find out.
Yeah, if you're gonna Google Daddy Anus,
I am, yes.
Yeah, you want to put that safe search on. Oh, I typed in ancient Daddy Anus, so that was.
Oh, that's horrifying.
No,
without
wait.
safe search.
Turkish Daddy Anus?
Oh no. As in, oh no, that's still not helpful. That's what I meant.
Yeah, no. No level of specificity is giving me what I want here.
I don't know who this guy was. Presumably, because his name ends up in history, he was some kind of Roman
jerk.
So someone in power.
Okay.
But
so that makes more sense that he's not just a single
one
guy.
Just, yeah.
Following George around hate you. Suck. George, you suck. There's nothing to do with your religion. I just think you're an asshole.
Later Greek versions identified this figure with Diocletian.
Oh, that jerk.
And located George's martyrdom in the Diocletian persecution of 303. So maybe Daddy Anus was just Diocletian all along.
Oh, he was hiding out.
Mm-hmm.
Diocletian is sneaky.
People knew that he did persecutions, so he changed his name, and then, then it was just bullying again for a while.
Yeah.
And then it was revealed.
So you think he was hiding out, just like, wait, are you that guy Diocletian? And he's like, no, my name is, and he did that thing where he scanned a room and he saw like a father.
And he saw a father and a bum.
And he's like, my name is Darianus. Oh, there we go. Darianus. Oh, okay. So
yes.
So in this case, he went to Nicodemus. That's an addictive place to go. And how do you say this guy's name? Because it's not Darianus.
Diocletian.
No. Oh, and then he was killed by Diocletian.
Dadianus. Yeah.
Dadianus.
Right.
Okay.
Who knows how you say it? It's written down.
Right. All right. No wrong answers. Wait.
Exactly.
No, this is the one wrong answer, is what we're saying.
We'll go with Dadianus.
Okay, so that's another story of his life?
Yes. So he was martyred in that one. After George's execution by decapitation, a witness of his death persuaded the Empress Alexandra of Rome to become a Christian, and then she was also martyred. So it's a real selling point. Death cult.
I love this idea of like, boy, that guy got his head cut off. Wow, that's really changed my perspective on things. And then you go to the queen, the empress, rather. Mm-hmm. Is it the empress?
Yeah.
So you go to the empress and you're like, hey, I saw the craziest thing. You should also become this thing.
He's like, oh shit. And then get executed again.
I really don't get, unless everybody was just suicidal, it really doesn't make sense that you would see a martyrdom, go to someone, convince them to also become the thing that caused you to be murdered.
Yeah.
And then they get murdered and it's just like, well, what did you think was going to happen?
It's a curious one.
It's weird that the Empress couldn't get out of that. Like, if she was the Empress.
Yeah, but she was a woman, remember? So.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, that would have definitely counted against her.
What a.
Also, you know, when you try and run away from some persecutors wearing your high heels, you don't get very far.
You know, the problem was she went by a shoe store and there was a sale on, and so she stopped and they caught her.
Basically, what happened there was I just said that a woman was murdered and then said, but what was she wearing?
The exact. Yeah.
A 6th century Latin text called the Passio Sancti Georgi, it is not Diocletian, but a guy called Dacian.
Oh, this is George's little Sanctio Passio.
In the Passion of St. George, it's just Latin. Okay?
I know.
Anyway, in this text, it's not Diocletian, but a guy called Dacian, who was emperor of the Persians, who persecuted George. In this version, his martyrdom is expanded to 20 tortures over 7 years.
Whoa, wait.
Nearly 3 per year.
Yeah, I mean, actually, on average, that seems pretty good, unless the tortures are, like, non-stop. It's like, we're putting you on the rack for 6 months. Like,
yeah, well, yeah, 4 months for each one, I guess.
Yeah, so that's like, but like, 20 over 7 years, it's like, like
probably 5 months per
yeah, it's like once a quarter you're getting tortured. It's not that big a deal, it feels like.
No, I think, but maybe like one of the tortures was he didn't know when the next torture was going to be. Ooh. So then that in itself is psychological torture.
I know, that's it. So really it's just the 19 tortures and then the not knowing, so the 20th torture. So
exactly.
They was like, maybe the real torture was the friends we maimed along the way.
The friends we maimed along the way.
That's what I said.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you said
Anyways. I said maimed.
Oh, you did say maimed. Oh, I thought I just thought of that joke and then, no.
No, what you did actually there was listen.
Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe you should have enunciated better and I wouldn't have thought it was my own joke.
Fine. So, okay, is there any version of his biography that doesn't involve him being persecuted by one dude, tortured, and then murdered? Usually beheaded.
I don't think so, but
okay.
But there are more variations.
Okay, just insert your own name and number of tortures. This is like a Saint Mad Lib.
So in the 6th century, 20 tortures over 7 years. That's where we were. During this period, almost 50,000 pagans are converted to Christianity, including Empress Alexandra. And after George's death, the Emperor Dacian is swept away in a whirlwind. You'd think, could he not be swept away before George's death?
It seems like that would have been a better timing.
Yeah.
Is this a literal whirlwind or is this like a political whirlwind of like change?
No, I think the idea is it's meant to be miraculous.
Oh, it's like a real
God going.
So it's like all the Christians they killed before didn't really count, but then George, that's a bridge too far. It's like, not Georgie. I love Georgie. Or maybe it's like, I fucking hate Georgie. Not gonna hang out with him all the time because he's up in heaven.
That's probably more it, to be fair.
It's more that like God's up in heaven being like, it's getting really clouded in here. What is going on down there? They're doing what? All right. Give me a whirlwind for this guy.
Or no, maybe God was watching and was like, oh, maybe this one will figure out how to not get killed. And then when he does get killed, God just sighs, and the whirlwind comes from God going, "Ugh."
Yeah, God's doing that thing where you just pinch the bridge of your nose and you're like, oh my God. So let me get this straight. You saw somebody murdered for being a Christian. You immediately converted and then were murdered yourself? Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's have a little bit of self-preservation instincts here. Really.
It is amazing how Christianity has survived. Really.
I do not get this. It really, like, you look at these early days of the church and you're just like, what was happening? Were they just like outbreeding the Romans? Like, what? Like, I just don't get the pitch. I just really don't think, like, I don't know how you're getting converts if everybody's getting like slaughtered wholesale by the Romans. It's just, I don't know. I do think that I was listening to something the other day. It was talking about how, like, I think that the persecution of Christians is like way overblown in history.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Interesting take.
But so it may be
what
like
you're saying there's like 10 Christians.
Well, but it's probably partially that. It's also partially like 50,000 Christians were converted. Was it?
Well, maybe 50,000 were converted, and then only George and Alexandra got killed, right?
Right.
So then on the numbers, it's like they can't arrest all of us.
Right. But I mean, it's like 50,000 feels like a huge percentage of the number of people alive
who were around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that was over 7 years.
Yeah. It's like if you ask Scientology, they'll be like, millions of people are members of our religion. And if you actually look at it, it's just like,
it's just millions.
Hundreds of people are actually members of our religion, you know?
Yeah.
But like they're trying to up those numbers so they seem bigger.
Like Never Nudes. There are dozens of us.
There are dozens of us. Yeah. So I don't even know where we were anymore.
Dacian swept away in a whirlwind because God's
swept away in a
sighing.
whirlwind. Right. Okay. Because God's like, I can't do anything about these Christians. They're too dumb. Maybe if I just get rid of the Romans. This is the only thing.
Yeah, well, that was the start of the downfall of the Roman Empire.
Right.
The earliest version of the more widely known legend of St. George and the Dragon is an 11th century Georgian source, which reached...
Finally. Like, this is the one thing I know about St. George, and I was like, oh, when's she going to get to the dragon?
That's what everyone's listening for.
Fucking getting his head cut off. Guys, I hope if you skipped ahead to this point, this is the point you're supposed to skip ahead to. Like, I'll say it a couple times in case you're like...
or something, so in the like, audio...
This is the point. This is the point. This is the point you're skipping ahead to. So if you're, like, doing the 30-second ahead...
Yeah, strap in. Yeah. Oh, don't overhype it. Jesus Christ.
So wait, this is from an 11th century myth?
Yeah, an 11th century source which reached Western Latin Christians in the 12th century.
Oh, okay.
So we're talking the 1100s.
Right.
There's also something called the Golden Legend, which was published in the
premium
30s.
Legend. You had to pay extra for the Golden Legend, you know.
To subscribe to their Patreon.
Yeah.
In the Golden Legend, St. George visited Selene in Libya. Next to the city was a lake within which lived a dragon who terrorized the region.
Wait, if it just lives in the lake, how is it terrorizing the region? It's like the Loch Ness Monster doesn't terrorize Scotland. It's just in the one loch.
He just keeps himself to himself.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he hasn't had his head chopped off. Clearly, the Loch Ness Monster has more of a preservation instinct.
For real. More than most Christians. That's for damn sure.
The people of Selene had tried and failed to slay him. On one occasion, they assembled, ready to attack the dragon, but when they saw him, they fled. As the dragon flew over
guys,
the
this
city...
is the time. Okay, everybody, listen. Okay, we're all together. Everybody got their swords and pitchforks, clubs, things like that. Okay, ready? Okay, now listen. We're going down to the lake, and we're gonna see a dragon. Okay? Well, I just want to make sure everybody knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We got this.
Yeah, you do. No, wait. You're not. You're just nodding and saying, yeah. I just want you to look me in the eye and tell me that you know that we're gonna see the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
and that
yeah,
you were
prepared
prepared for that mentally. And then we're all gonna rush the dragon, okay?
Slaying a dragon. How hard can it be?
It's very hard, but with all of us together, it should be doable, okay?
Yeah, doable, definitely.
Okay,
for sure.
And I just want to make sure that
we got this.
You're good?
Yeah.
We're all gonna go down there, and we're gonna do what?
Kill the dragon.
Kill the dragon. We're gonna see the dragon. We're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Great. All right,
Easy.
Let's go.
Job done. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Chop his head off.
She's like, oh, fuck, a dragon. Oh, you meant a dragon.
I thought you said we were going to kill a drag queen.
They're the real danger to our kids, not this dragon.
Exactly. That is the attitude of medieval times, not
yes.
right now.
Everybody's like, clear out like dragon control. And I'm like, what about these drag queens?
Mm.
Isn't that the real danger?
Mm.
I mean, yes, these dragons are unregulated and breathe fire at an insane rate that is really only for murder.
But the only way to stop a drag queen with a dragon is a good guy with a dragon.
No, you need a good drag queen with a dragon? No, wait, you need a dragon. The only way to stop a bad dragon is with a good dragon in drag.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
I like the idea of the dragon where
Yeah.
it's a dragon in drag. That's fun.
That's a pretty fun. Is that a new concept? Could we get that on a t-shirt?
Anyway, they assembled ready to attack and then they were like, oh fuck, a dragon!
Oh, a dragon. I thought this was a metaphor. For adversity that we had to overcome. I didn't realize it was a real...
Yeah. As the dragon flew over the city, he poisoned its inhabitants with his venomous breath. Something that Matthew can relate to, finally.
I get... Aw, come on. That's rude. That's rude.
This convinced the people of Silene to give the dragon 2 sheep every day to appease him. However...
Oh, I mean...
I like that's the second plan B. Okay, we couldn't kill him. Let's give him some tasty lamb.
I'm sorry. This is like 2 sheep a day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how many sheep you've got. It might be a problem, but I'm thinking it seems like if you're a town with a dragon that you can keep sated with 2 sheep. That's a great tourist attraction, you know?
Should monetize
Here's what
this.
I'm saying. You take those sheep out every day, you charge people a shekel or whatever the currency is at the time. You say hey, you can see us feed a sheep to the dragon.
Oh, like there's feedings at the zoo.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, what I don't get is surely the dragon could just help himself to more than 2 sheep a day. Because the sheep are just out in the field, aren't they?
I guess if you don't have to work for it.
That's true. It's like Deliveroo for dragons.
See, that's the thing.
I would like someone to bring me sheep.
It's I can make a pizza with the things in my house, but I could just order a pizza, you know?
Just terrorize a town and then someone will bring me a pizza for free.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is flying, I think, takes a lot of energy.
That's true.
It's just and
you don't want to burn all the calories that you'd get from the sheep getting to the sheep.
Yeah, and there's also portion control too. You're I know I'm not going to overeat because I'm only getting the 2 sheep every day. And I get the 2 sheep every day and it's cool. It's all the calories I need.
It's like the keto diet or something.
Yeah, I think this is good. But I feel they're missing a trick here because they could just have oh, there's a dragon over there. You can go see him. He'll eat a sheep. Once a day he eats 2 sheep. It's pretty gnarly, but it's worth seeing. So, and then you sell t-shirts, it's hotels. It's the whole economy could really thrive off of having a dragon. I mean, if you knew there was a dragon in some town somewhere in the world, wouldn't you be I'd really like to go see that?
I think that you are much more of a capitalist than you would like to believe. That's what I'm
just saying, this is the Jurassic Park model. You can put that on Isla Nublar off the coast of South America. People want to go.
But it's not there. It's in Selene in Libya. So
that's what I'm saying.
It's a city. How are you going to move the dragon?
You're not. But I'm saying Isla Nublar is not easy to get to.
Exactly. Whereas this is a city.
Yeah, which is easy to get to.
Right. So therefore it's more dangerous.
How's that dangerous?
Because more people are there.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, you give him the sheep and the dragon's happy as a clam.
Well, turns out it didn't work because 2 sheep were not enough. And so the townspeople agreed...
Way to bury the lead.
It's called storytelling, Matthew. What do you expect? They agreed. So the townspeople agreed instead of 2 sheep, they would sacrifice 1 human and 1 sheep each time. Which is weird because I would say that sheep have more meat on them than the average human.
Yeah, but they got all that wool.
That's true. It gets stuck in your teeth.
You think that they were hey, Tony, can you take this sheep down to the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but shouldn't
there
we
be
take
2
2
of
sheep?
these?
No, I think the 1 will be fine. Just go ahead and stand there with the sheep. And then, that'll be fine.
Well, instead, how they did it was that they organised a lottery amongst the children and young people to decide who would be given to the dragon. So
why are they giving the young people? That seems even worse.
Exactly. They've got more to live for. They should give the old people, and then that's how you sort out the aging population crisis, right?
I think,
no pensions.
But it's just here's another option: 3rd sheep. Also, the children talk about not a lot of meat on people compared to sheep.
Children, even less, yeah.
Even less, yeah.
Stupid.
There should have been a weigh-in every day, and the heaviest person has to go.
Wow. Okay. Fat phobia. Got it. That's the solution here.
That's not what I'm saying. I mean, some people might just be very big. Like, I'm not super fat, but I'm very big. Something like 6'2", right?
Right. But like if you're taller, then you've got more bone, which we're saying we want more meat, essentially.
All right, what if we said look at everybody's height every day and the tallest person goes?
But then the old people would be spared anyway, because you start to shrink when you get older. So it would just be the middle-aged people who are still economically
They figure out everybody's
useful.
age and the oldest person goes every day.
Yeah, they should just do the oldest person. They should start from the oldest person and move downwards.
So, folks, go to Twitter to answer our poll, which is worse, my fat phobia or Anna's ageism?
I mean, we're talking utilitarianism here. Maybe they should just do a lottery among the whole population then, not just children. That would be the fairest thing. And in fact, no, wait, hang on. They should have a lottery among all adults.
Yeah, I think adults is probably the best. There's a reason the lottery is for 18 and over.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways.
Mom, I won the lottery. Oh, fuck, it's the dragon one.
How much are you doing? It's a one free trip down to the lake. Neat. Yeah, they should have just read that Shirley Jackson story.
Yes.
They would have known how bad the lottery was.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, one day the lot fell upon the king's daughter. I mean, good on them that it could include her. Like, royal blood doesn't save you.
I just put her name in there just to be fair. I didn't really think that she'd get picked.
Well, the king begged people to take gold and silver rather than his daughter, which is nice. A lot of kings wouldn't want to part with their riches because, it's not his son.
Yeah.
The townspeople responded, "Sir, ye have made and ordained the law, and our children be now dead, and ye would do the contrary. Your daughter shall be given, or else we shall burn you and your house."
Tough call.
Yeah.
This is the kind of direct action that we need more of in politics
well,
these days.
Clearly this is why George is the patron saint of England, because that's just what we're like. We don't put up with any shit from entitled aristocrats.
Wait, have you ever been to England?
I wish I hadn't. The king was devastated, lamenting to his daughter that now he would never see her married.
That was it? Just like, oh.
That's why he's upset.
I had the perfect song picked out.
For the father-daughter dance.
The father-daughter. It was Funky Town. I thought that'd be really great, I thought we'd have a whole kind of choreographed dance routine to Funky Town. Just kind of like shimmy back and forth, and then maybe I could lift her up in the air. It was a whole thing. It was going to be amazing. And now she's never getting married because she's going to be eaten by a fucking dragon.
People process grief differently, I guess.
This sucks so much.
You just be cross about your dance. Well, the king asked the people if they could have 8 days respite. And after that time had passed, he prepared his daughter as though she were about to be married, gave her his blessing, and took her to the dragon's dwelling place. So he was like, right, if I can't have a wedding, can I pretend you're marrying the dragon?
Wait a minute. So he's like, can I get 8 days?
Yeah.
Does that mean 8 other people were eaten in the meantime?
Oh, yeah, it must have been, yeah.
Because I feel like the dragon's not agreed to that.
No,
he's like,
yeah.
I don't really care who I eat,
yeah.
So...
If anything,
it has to be somebody.
Although I guess the king's daughter would be better quality meat,
presumably
raised in better conditions, more free range human.
See, I would have thought she's been more cage raised because she's trapped,
like a gilded cage
thing, right?
But I think generally in those times and now the rich had better diet.
Here's what I'm saying: not as great because she probably had more teeth than the average townsperson.
That's true. More to spit out.
So when you're eating that, you're like, oh, a lot of teeth in this.
Yeah, but when you're a dragon, that's just a tiny bit of crunch,
All right. So he's like, it's like, well, I already bought this dress. So why don't you just put on this wedding dress and I'll take you down to the... Talking about giving your daughter away.
Yeah. Isn't that all marriage? The dad
No?
hands his daughter over to a horrible monster. Am I right? Patriarchy? No, this is attempting to be feminist comedy. Never mind.
So this is the metaphor for marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like Beauty and the Beast. I think I've told you this before. Beauty and the Beast is meant to prepare young women for arranged marriages.
Right.
And it's
he may seem like an asshole.
At first.
Yeah. But you'll get
maybe
used
he'll
to
turn
it.
out to be a great guy, yeah. You can change him, girls.
Well, yeah, so I guess the thing is, if you knew you were, it's like a last meal kind of thing. If you knew you were gonna die, would you not want to have a really big like? And if it was the kind of thing where you knew you were gonna die, but you weren't like unhealthy before then, you'd have a big shindig. So he's like, fine, we'll have a wedding without a husband, just a dragon.
There you go. Here's what I'm doing. If I know I'm getting eaten by a dragon, poison clothes.
Well, he's got poison breath anyway, as we established.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know. What kills dragons? Holy water.
St. George. So fucking
yeah,
listen.
It's like, so wait, where's St. George getting in it? And also, did he use these 7 days to go get St. George or something?
Well, possibly, because it was at this moment, i.e. when the king took the princess to the dragon's lair, that the night St. George was passing by.
Wait, when is he a knight?
I guess in the Golden Legend, he is a knight.
It's the 3rd or 4th century. What?
Well, it had something to do with the Crusades. We'll get to that.
But wait, no, no, he was dead 1,000 years before the Crusades.
Yeah. That's why I said we'll get to it. Okay, just calm down.
Okay. Sorry. All right, so then on the horizon comes George on his steed.
Yeah, seeing the princess, he asked her what she was doing there, and she warned him to flee. He persuaded. Presumably, he was like, "Hey, who's this lady in a wedding dress?"
He's like, "Wait, why is this lady standing next to this lake with a wedding dress and a sheep?
What kind of town is this?"
Ma'am, are you okay?
Well, he persuaded her to tell him her story, and he promised to help her. As they were talking, the dragon appeared, running towards him. St. George jumped on his horse, drew his sword, made the sign of the cross, and rode towards the dragon. He struck the dragon down.
I'm ready to go to hell tonight.
Yeah. He struck the dragon down, and then told the princess to bind her girdle around the beast's neck like a lead.
Wait, what?
I guess, like, girdle is part of the wedding outfit. She made,
yeah, I mean,
she made it. He hasn't killed the dragon yet. He's just knocked it out. Presumably, like, used the tip of the sword to, like, get in between the eyes.
The hilt, you mean?
Yes, thank you. The hilt.
Because the tip would be the sharp bit.
You know what? You knew what? The blunt end.
Right. Okay. I feel like that sucks that, like, she gonna die today, but she still had to wear a girdle. Like, that just seems uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, it was her dad's weird wedding cosplay thing that he had going on for her, so...
You still gotta look slim, ladies, even if you're going to your death.
Exactly. So it's like when people are like, you can't wear bad underwear, what if you get in a car crash and the doctor sees it?
Right.
But people have said that before.
Yeah, that's why I always wear clean underwear.
Yeah, the only reason.
Even though if you die, you evacuate your bowels, so it doesn't matter how clean your underwear is.
If anything, you should wear dirty pants all the time.
Yeah.
Just so that if you die and shit yourself, you're not ruining nice pants.
Exactly.
That's wise.
So yeah, but I do love that. Like, even if your time's running out, you gotta have that hourglass figure.
Impossible beauty standards go back to the 4th century.
Don't you want to look nice for the dragon?
Hey, you only get eaten by a dragon once, to be fair.
That's true. You might get married multiple times, but, eating by a dragon
Well,
is
you
forever.
do, am I right?
Hey, whatever. You're awful cocky if somebody's never been married.
Yeah. Oh, God. Let's not. So, he told the princess to bind her girdle around the beast's neck like a lead. Once she'd done this, the dragon followed her obediently into the city. So, this took a turn. You didn't think it was going there, did you?
I don't know why. Like, well, you've bested me, even though I'm a giant dragon.
Well, maybe this makes it more likely that they'll turn the dragon into a tourist attraction now that they've tamed it. The townspeople were afraid and fled for their lives. But George told them that they'd be baptized.
Did you not tell him about the time before? We are still not okay with dragons.
These guys are real pussies. Whenever they see this dragon, they just run away.
Yeah, run away from every fucking dragon.
George told them that they would be baptized and that he'd slay the dragon. So the king and his people underwent baptism.
Be a shame if this dragon got away. I guess everybody wants to get baptized. Oh, well, I'm not baptizing you. I might have to just spend my time releasing this dragon. He seems very angry.
Clearly he's thinking now. The king and his people underwent baptism, and George slayed the dragon by decapitating it.
What? It's one thing to, like, slay him if he's running at you. It's another thing to decapitate a docile dragon.
A pet dragon The princess had really formed a bond with him by this point.
Yeah, really. It's like at this point you just have a pet dragon. And again, big moneymaker, I think.
Yeah, but a dragon's head, that would be a pretty good tourist attraction as well, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Here's the dragon head that this badass guy called George cut off. We'll charge 50 shekels to see it. Why did I say shekels? Why did you make me... It's probably denarii.
I don't know.
At this point. I don't know.
Libya bucks.
Libucks. Is that?
Libucks.
Right.
Okay, so he kills a defenseless dragon now.
I love it. You're Team Dragon now. Like.
Yeah, I'm like, well, this dragon surrendered.
Children the dragon has killed, okay?
Oh, whatever. Dragon's gonna dragon. Don't try and fucking... This is not the dragon's fault. This is these people who are stingy with their sheep.
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that these people who are just like, oh, he's taking a lot of sheep, and we really just prefer to keep those sheep. Do we have anything else disposable? I guess kids? Like, this is their choice. And so... I'm saying...
You're not on this village's side.
Also, here's a great tip. Fucking move.
Yep, they hadn't considered that. Well, they did, because
like,
the people fled when they saw the dragon again.
Yeah, keep fleeing. That's it. You keep fleeing until the dragon can't get to you.
Yeah, they can fly. That's the problem. Whereas people can't at this point. So George decapitated the dragon, and the dragon's body was carried away from the city on 4 carts. Again, they're missing a trick. They should have just stuffed it and displayed it.
Yeah.
But maybe they had a parade for taking the dragon away.
Maybe dead dragon smells really bad. I don't know.
Probably quite fishy, rotten fish smell.
Probably like a very sulfury smell.
Also, dragon rigor mortis. That would be a lot of poo, because they're big.
Yeah. You've already cut the head off. It's like, can you do that outside of the town where when he evacuates his bowels, it's not in the middle of town?
Yeah, that's a good point. He should have just done it up by the lake rather than getting the princess to drag him into the center.
Yeah, it's like, why don't you kill the dragon right off? Just bring the head back. What did they do with the body? They put it on 4 carts and then what? Like, took it back to the lake?
I don't know. Send it to their neighboring town who they hate. I don't know. Yeah, tip it back into there. That's a good idea. Let it break down organically.
Somebody made a fortune on dog food from that dragon carcass. There you go.
After this, 15,000 more men were baptized, and the king built a church of Our Lady and St. George. A fountain at the church ran with water that could heal the sick. So there's some George miracles, I guess. George-related miracles.
Is this church still in Libya? In this town in Libya?
Oh, good question.
Is this town still in Libya?
Cannot find it on Wikipedia. So I don't know. But I mean, it's a story that probably didn't happen, so...
Wait, which part?
I hate to break it to you.
All right, so George, he saves the princess and slays the dragon. Is this like the classic? This is like the original guy saves a princess from a dragon?
I guess so.
Myth?
Yeah.
Where that started?
No. That was definitely Shrek. That was the first one.
Oh, sorry. Forgot about that.
The king offered George incredible wealth, but he refused and asked instead that the wealth be given to...
The church?
The poor.
The poor. Okay, the poor.
Good guy. He asked the king for promises that he would look after the churches, that he would honour the priests and listen to them, and that he would take pity on the poor. With that, George kissed the king and left the city with a flourish. Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. I felt like I was getting a vibe, but I was not. Oh my gosh. George is like into me. Oh, he's leaving? Oh. Well, I guess we'll always have that dragon carcass, George. Those special moments we shared.
Indeed.
Wait, what'd they do with the head? Is the head in the church? It seems like the kind of thing you'd put right at the front of the church.
Well, what, like one of those deer antlers in a pub?
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I'm not in favor of this, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're a vegetarian. What the hell?
Listen, I'm not in favor of hunting, but if you slay a dragon, I'm impressed. It's a short list of people who slay dragons. It's like St. George, Beowulf.
Did Gawain or not?
I don't think Gawain.
No.
It's like St. George, Beowulf, and the guy at the end of The Hobbit. That's it.
He's in good company then.
So it's like, okay, well, that's pretty impressive, I guess. I mean, I would have liked it if you hadn't done it in cold blood. That would have been cool.
I would like my dragons ethically slaughtered, please.
I was like, make it a fair fight. I mean, it's basically like slaughtering a prisoner. It's like, this is against the Geneva Convention.
St. George broke international law, and that's why the English love him.
Yeah, maybe
There we
that's
go.
it.
War crimes. The Golden Legend also gives a detailed account of George's martyrdom. When he hears about the Diocletian persecution, George gives up being a knight to take up the habit of a Christian. So there you go. He was a knight and then became a Christian. Well, then became a more religious guy because he was obviously already a Christian because he made the sign of the cross when he hit the dragon.
It's not like he heard about these. Like, what is going on with these persecutions? Well, I'm getting on
Well,
that.
that sounds much more fun than being a knight.
Yeah, it does feel like if you're a knight, maybe you help save people. He could be like a Batman type figure, saving people.
But yeah, you're right. It's silly because he should have kept the sword and the armor and stuff.
Yeah, keep this fucking sword. This is what I'm saying. You know?
Are we going to have to rename this podcast like how Matthew would have done better in every historical situation than all these people who died?
Just saying, listen.
It's like, wait, isn't there that, like, there was a survey of Americans where, like, an insane portion of Americans think that they could fight a bear, like, in hand-to-hand combat.
I think that is true. Every American in the back of their head has a plan for killing a bear.
Right.
But here's my thing, right? It seems like a dangerous time to be alive, especially if you're a Christian.
Yeah.
Keep a sword. Fucking, if the Romans are coming for you.
Hindsight is 20/20, Matthew.
I'm just saying, like, take a few of those Romans to heaven with you. That's what I'm saying.
Well, they'd be going to a different place, surely.
Nope, that's the punishment. They have to go to heaven. If you get killed by a saint, you get to go to heaven.
Right.
Too. But then you're their slave.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Zodiac killer rules.
Right. Interesting theology there.
Yeah.
Anywho, where were we? So, according to this version of the tale, after Dacian ordered George to declare his faith, he subjected him to many tortures. So, you were wondering where in this tale the torture was going to happen.
Yeah, I was like, when are we getting to the torture?
Well,
we did the dragon bit. When about the torture?
He beat him with staves and pieces of iron.
Just little pieces of iron, just chucking quarters at him.
Yeah. Exposed his bowels and rubbed them with salt. It's imaginative, I guess.
I mean, you've presumably cut open someone's stomach and exposed their bowels.
Yeah, but then if their bowels are still in the stomach, you'd probably be able to feel the sting of the salt. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like you're beyond pain at that point. It's like, what are you doing, seasoning meat? Like, it doesn't seem like...
But if it's part of torture, it would be done in a way that doesn't kill you, so you can feel it, right?
But my point is that, like, I feel like being disemboweled...
Yes, that is a common way of describing someone actually dying, isn't it?
I don't know, what's the... It's not like gilding the lily, but it's like, it's unnecessary.
Wait, is it rubbing salt in the wound? Is that what it is?
It's like rubbing salt in the wound, right? You know, it's like, but it's not... It's like, I don't know, and then throw some dirt in there. Like, well, yeah, like, this is an eventually fatal wound. There's not really much else you could do. Like,
well, maybe the salt... Maybe the salt actually prolongs the suffering because it cleans it, so it's less of a fatal. I don't know science. I don't know if that's clear.
I don't think salt cleans things. I don't know.
Well, here's where I get my science from. In the Bible, okay, salt is seen as purifying. Okay.
That's like a spiritual purification.
Yeah, Jesus says everyone will be purified by fire as meat is purified by salt. So George's tummy meat was purified, and that meant that he lived longer to experience the torture.
Yummy tummy meat.
Awful.
It is awful.
You're awful. However, George was comforted by a light sent by God. Oh, sorry about your bowels. Here's a candle.
Oh, it's like a soft yellow light. It's very warm.
Really flattering in my selfies as well.
Yeah, can I just say, like, yeah, you look great. And it's just...
Even with your bowels everywhere.
Yeah.
When Dacian saw that he had not defeated George, he summoned his enchanter, who promised he could overcome George and he would be beheaded.
In what way has he not defeated George?
Because of the
now
light.
His bowels are exposed.
Because George was comforted by the light. And if you've still got a sense of comfort, then you haven't been broken by torture, I guess.
Is it possible that he's comforted by extreme blood loss?
Yes, Matthew, there's always a possibility that heavenly visions that happen are not, in fact, real and are hallucinations. We've been through this.
All right. As long as the dragon's real.
So the enchanter put venom into wine and gave it to George. But George made the sign of the cross over it and was able to drink it without being harmed.
Maybe a second glass would kill me? Huh? Hey, you leave the bottle. And leave the venom. That's got a nice kick to it.
It's interesting you should say that, because what the enchanter tried next was to make the poison stronger. But again, George was able to drink it without being hurt. I mean, I guess if your insides are on the outside, that would mean that, like, substances interact in a different way with your body.
Do you think he's, like, drinking it, just falling right out? It's like a cartoon when a cartoon character gets shot with a bunch of bullets and then drinks water and all the water shoots out.
Tom and Jerry, I'm sure I've seen that in. Seeing this, the enchanter knelt before George and prayed to the saint to make him a Christian. Which, like, you know, when you watch Tom and Jerry, it's like, I'll convert now.
Yeah. Can I be a Christian? By the way, what are you in for? They didn't even actually tell me. Being what now?
I like the idea that George converted someone through his ability to drink. Now I can see the connection with the English.
With Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It is the most appealing thing about the British people is, like, over here your drinking problem is just normal culture.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't worry about it.
And this is our patron saint. So when the enchanter converted to Christianity, Dacian had him beheaded. Didn't see that one coming.
You know, here's the thing, is, like, if you want to stop this at the source, say if you want to head off this situation, you take the head off of the Christian guy.
Ah, smart. I see.
You see?
Yeah.
This is the classic problem that Roman persecutors have, which is they get too fancy.
They try to be creative with it, yeah.
Like, as soon as you get the saint in your hands, just one and done. Just a quick lop the head off, just be done with it.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the longer you wait, the more trouble it is.
Quite.
Anyways.
Yes. He's not done yet. You said all that, right? He doesn't go straight to beheading for George.
Right.
The next day, Dacian had George set between two wheels which were covered with sharp blades.
Yee.
To his dismay, the wheels were broken and George escaped unscathed. So definitely proving your point about the creativity.
Now, Jimmy, you're sure this wheel contraption you came up with is definitely going to work? Like, yeah, I've been working on it all night.
The
Boss,
blade, the knives are definitely not stuck onto that wheel with blue tack, are they?
No. We learned that this actually just it's tape now.
Oh,
we figured out the blue tack does not work because at speed they just fly off. And I lost a couple of assistants. I'm gonna be honest with you. So really strong tape on there now.
Yeah.
So what it is I'm gonna get on this bicycle, and then when I just pedal, I'll get it up to speed, and then we'll put them in the middle, and it'll just knives. It's gonna be great, boss. Don't worry about it. Look, I've been up all night on meth.
And this will definitely be more effective than if we just chop off his head, right?
Well, I mean, you can chop off his head if you just don't care about the process.
I'll have you know, Dacian, I'm an artist.
Yeah, you want to be some basic bitch? Here's a sword. Fucking do it. I don't care. Yeah, I just busted my ass to make this perfectly working wheel contraption. Double-bladed wheels. I mean, come on, man. We can always cut off his head. Let's try the wheels first.
The cutting off the head is a fail-safe at this point.
Yeah.
Well, clearly Dacian didn't want to go to Plan H yet, or D for decapitation, because next he had George placed into a cauldron full of molten lead.
Okay.
But he was able to bathe uninjured. So for George, it was just like going to a nice sauna or something.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that must have been really pleasant.
Well, yeah.
You know, this is going to sound weird, but this hot lead feels good on my exposed bowels.
It's just like the salt. It's got a nice tingle.
Hey, can I get some more of that snake poison wine? This is like my perfect day. I'm going to just chilling out in your hot cauldron with a glass of wine. That sounds nice.
So at this point, Dacian was at the end of his tether. But not...
I just imagine him throwing his hat on the ground and stomping on it.
Desperately, Dacian begged George to sacrifice to the gods. And to his surprise, George agreed, which I thought you would really appreciate. Finally, someone is seeing the self-preservation instinct of, okay, I'll go with your guys now.
Fine. I mean, it does feel like at this point, it's like, you want me to sacrifice your gods? I feel like I've pretty clearly shown you that my God exists.
Yeah, that's true.
But all right, you know what? If that's what ends this, like, I'm just ready to go home. So
Gonna have a hell of a hangover.
we're in your house, so fine, whatever.
To his surprise, George agreed. A huge crowd gathered for George's sacrifice, but as he knelt, supposedly to worship the gods, he was really praying to the Christian God to destroy the temple and its idols. So it's like we've definitely said in the past, this is what they should have done. Like all those other guys should have done is been
Right.
like, yeah, I'll pray to your gods, and then just had their fingers crossed, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
As George prayed, a fire descended and burned the temple, the idols, and the priests, and the earth opened
God,
to
the priests
swallow
too.
the ashes. Yeah, all of them.
Everybody.
Just a bit of divinely ordained genocide. That's the kind that the Christians love.
Just a bit of scorched earth policy with God there.
Yeah.
As usual.
Seeing this, Dacian's wife announced that she was going to become a Christian.
This guy seems really cool. I never liked that temple anyways. So, or those fucking priests. They were lame.
In response, Dacian had her beaten. Because, you know, he's a great guy all round.
Yeah, nothing wrong with this guy. I mean, like, what a hero. There's a 3rd century podcast which tells the story from his side. And just like, it's like, Dacian's no good, terrible, very bad day.
Because he desperately asked her. I mean, I asked nicely for him to sacrifice to the gods, and then he does this and goes and bloody converts my wife.
You couldn't do the one thing? I said, hey, wanting to sacrifice this animal, and we can call this a mulligan. We can just all walk away from this, and instead what you do, you pray to your own God, you burn down my fucking temple, you kill all my priests, and now my goddamn wife's on your side?
This is a bad day for Dacian.
This is fucking, man. There are days and then there are days.
So Dacian had her beaten to death.
Oh, to death.
Yeah,
See,
sorry.
you left out that part before.
Yeah, no,
Just
well,
like a little light beating.
It became,
I mean, it's like,
it became clearer as I read ahead.
yeah.
As she was dying, she asked George what would become of her as she was not baptized. But he reassured her, saying, "Doubt thee nothing, fair daughter, for thou shalt be baptized in thy blood." So there you go. If you're beaten to death, the wetness of your blood will be like being baptized.
I really wish he would have been more hardcore and been like, yeah, the baptism's kind of a deal breaker. Sorry. You're still going to hell, but thanks again for your support.
So, as she died, she prayed to Christ and went to heaven. There you go.
No, that's nice.
So, her blood baptism worked out. The next
Baptism of blood. That's one of my favorite Hammer horror films.
The next day, Dacian sentenced George to be drawn through the city and beheaded. This time, the execution was successful and George died by decapitation.
I feel like this has to work, right? I mean, revisers are like, why don't you just behead him? It's like, no. I feel like if we just drag him behind a horse through the town, then behead him, I feel like that's definitely going to kill him. It's like, but the beheading will definitely kill him, sir. Like, no, but I think that we do need the dragging first.
Because he loves a dragon.
Hey.
So he'd love to be dragging him through the city.
Talk about St. George and the Dragon. Am I right?
Indeed. As Dacian returned to his palace, fire fell from the sky and burned him and his servants. Which, A, if you're gonna do that, do it before he's killed George. And 2, what? Why his servants? Like, what? They would just, I mean, you know, like they probably weren't there by choice.
Right. But it's like he didn't cut that head off himself, right? So he's like, these are all the accessories.
Yeah, I suppose. But, like, you know, they were only following oh, shit.
I imagine Dacian was like, well, that's finally done with. I'm just going to walk home and that's fire, isn't it? God damn it. No, I should have seen this coming.
Yeah.
No, this has been my whole goddamn week.
This is, classic white man in power thinking he's the victim.
Does Dacian die from this too?
I'm guessing so.
Okay, so it burns Dacian and is okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's finally the end of George's life.
Okay, so this martyrdom stuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
finally. Cool. So yeah, that was his life. Do you want to hear about miracles?
Yeah. What's up with his miracles?
Okay.
Well, he's got that one fountain that heals people.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty good.
I mean, he survived a lot of death as well. There are several stories of St. George appearing to crusaders. According to one
Oh.
story, a young man appeared to a priest and told him that he should carry the relics of St. George in battle. During the siege of Jerusalem, George himself appeared to the Crusaders and led them up onto the walls, aiding the capture of Jerusalem. So the miracle was conquest.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Love us a bit of miraculous colonialism.
What a great
Yeah.
What a great miracle for them. Just like, hey, you know what you should do? You should go invade a country that's just minding its own business.
Yeah.
For what reason? Just nebulous reason.
Oh, look, now we're in charge. How unexpected. What a miracle.
Yeah.
So, in another story, according to tradition, people who suffered from mental illness were chained to a ring in the walls of the church courtyard at St. George's Church in Al-Qada to be healed.
This is what a humane way to deal with the mentally ill. That's such a I don't know.
Chain them up. That's what we say.
Anyway.
Apparently, this was a miraculous thing because the chain was believed to be the one used to imprison George during his persecutions. So people would be healed by being chained to the walls with the same chain.
It's like, I know this is going to sound out there, but I think the best thing for your schizophrenia is to be chained up.
I guess it depends on the severity of the mental illness, though, because, like, you know, if you've got seasonal affective disorder and you get to go to wherever St. George's Church is, maybe a change of scene, fresh air, bit of sunshine, you know, sometimes that's all you need. Not all the time. I'm not trying to trivialize anything.
Yeah.
For some people, that could work.
Sometimes just getting chained up really helps put things in perspective, you know, and you really helps you be able to like kind of refocus on your life. And it's the kind of reset button you need to help you work through, you know, different issues.
Indeed.
I love that feels like a very British approach to mental health, which is just like,
stiff upper lip.
Yes. Why don't you stare at this post for a while? All right.
Are you better yet? Sorry, I'm trying to find where that church is.
You're like, maybe this is what I need.
No, just to, you know, give you some more context. It's in Jordan, apparently. Maybe?
That's a bit too far.
Jordan's lovely.
Yeah, but it's far, isn't it?
It looks kind of familiar, actually. So from the Google Street View of it, I feel like I have been there, but I don't.
Is this one of those places I've been chained up before? You know, I think it is.
Well, as you know...
It's hard to keep track of them all, but...
I have a history of being mentally ill, so it's possible that...
and of being chained up.
Yeah, who knows?
You know, sometimes for fun. Not always medicinal chainings, you know.
Anyway, apart from the surviving deaths and inspiring, presumably, you know, very ethical conduct during all the conquest.
I've heard nothing but good things about those crusades.
Yeah.
So
yeah, healing people who are mentally ill, which, to be fair, like, you know, mental illness is often not taken as seriously as physical illness. So the fact that there are healing miracles associated with mental illness as, you know, part of history, not just more recently.
I think it's nice that people are taking mental illness serious enough to chain those loonies up in a churchyard.
There we go. Very beautifully put. Anyway, do you want to hear about his relics?
Yeah, what's up with them relics? So some of them got to go on the crusades. Fun for them.
The arm of St. George was given to the Abbey of Antchen by Robert of Jerusalem during the Crusades. However, before this, the relic changed hands several times, ironically, because it was an arm. According to one story, a priest named Gerbold of Lille, so France, stumbled upon a monastery while travelling with Robert's army and was offered sanctuary there. When the monks showed him a locked marble chest containing the arm, shoulders and ribs of St. George...
He just fucking stole it.
Yeah.
Well, this is mine now.
Yeah. Gerbold managed to get the key and steal the arm. As he fled from the monastery, he was struck with blindness and returned to the monks to confess his crime. Did you say what? Because you didn't think he actually was going to steal it.
I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense. But then he didn't get very far with it.
No. So. He was struck down with blindness. So he took the arm back to the monastery and the monks forgave him and his sight was restored. The monks then gave him the arm as a gift. So
Oh.
we would have given it to you anyway if you just asked
Yeah,
nicely.
all you had to do was ask. It's just an arm. Like, why would we want it? Like, there's a reason we keep it in a locked box, because we don't want to look at it.
Yeah,
It's an arm.
it's a bit creepy.
There's still quite a bit of meat on it, and none of that's pleasant.
Gerbold soon died, and the arm was passed on to a knight in Robert's service named Gerard of Buch, and then to a canon of Lille called Gunskallin.
Okay.
Eventually, Robert demanded that the relic be given to him.
How many did you hand that over? It's like, I see what you did there. Why does he demand that it be given to him? Because he's a fucking crusader. That's just all they do.
Yeah, just demand things.
Just a great way to remember all the great times in Jerusalem. Murdering.
Yeah.
Women and children.
What better way to commemorate doing some war crimes than having a limb, if you think about it.
A lot of serial killers like to keep trophies.
Oh,
and,
God. True.
Usually they're their own kills, but sometimes you just find fun trophies.
You know a lot about serial killers. It's scary.
Oh, but I listen to a few for true crime podcasts. So.
Fair play. So that's pretty much it in terms of the legends.
Okay. So there's one box that's still got his ribs and assorted other bones.
I guess so. And that's
somewhere
in Jerusalem, I guess.
In
wait,
Jerusalem.
no, hang on. No, where were the monks? Don't know.
All right, so that's somewhere, let's say in the Middle East, probably.
Yeah, between Jerusalem and France. Yeah.
And then there's an arm in France.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all we've got left of George. I don't know if there'd be any in England.
Seems like the kind of thing England would want.
Yeah. Well, it was during the Crusades that George began to be associated with England. Richard I had placed his army under George's protection. In 1348, Edward III of England chose George as the patron saint of the Order of the Garter, and they began using St. George's red and white cross in the royal standard. So it was the first St. George's flag. In 1415, King Henry V prayed to George before the Battle of Agincourt as England's patron. It was following this that St. George's Feast became one of the principal saints' feasts of the year in England. That's why the flags are going to be out soon, about 10 days. So, other than England, can you guess what his patronages are?
Is he the patron saint of racists and or football fans?
Well, I've told you he's the patron saint of England. So,
oh, right.
Yes.
So that's like, I've already named quite a big proportion of the people here. So. Is he the patron saint of Daddy's anus?
I cannot find that on the Catholic patronage's website, but that doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah. Is he the patron saint of Loch Ness Monster type lake creatures?
Dragons? Is that what you're trying to say?
Or dragons, yeah. Is the Loch Ness Monster a dragon?
No, but the dragon was a dragon.
The dragon was a dragon, yeah, but he lived in a loch or a lake as they call it.
Everywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, not according to my list. He is a patron of sheep, apparently, which is
That's fair.
Which is weird because really you'd think that the people he saved more of in that tale were children rather than the sheep. But people really give a damn about these sheep.
The sheep were like, we were losing a lot of people too. So a lot of friends.
That's fair.
I could see why the sheep would also be very grateful to St. George and would want them as a patron. Is he the patron saint of taking care of rich people? Because he didn't seem to get off his ass until it was the princess.
Yeah.
That was,
well, again, England.
Right.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. Is he the patron saint of cowards?
No, in fact, he is a patron of chivalry. So the opposite.
Ooh. I don't know if that's the opposite.
Wow.
I mean, we talked about this in our Patreon on Sir Gawain, but chivalry was just like a set of rules that rich guys could use as like a fig leaf for all their atrocities.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Like, it's like, I'm a good guy, and it's like, by what metric? It's like, by this very specific metric that I made up.
Says everything I do is good.
Yeah.
He is a patron of crusaders.
Oh, great. I was actually going to guess crusaders, because it seems like a terrible thing to be a patron of, but...
I'm sorry I jumped the gun there then.
My last one then is he the patron saint against defenseless dragons? So it's like... defending yourself against
he is against herpes, leprosy, plague, skin diseases, and syphilis. So no dragons there.
I love this subtext of like it's crusaders and like sexually transmitted diseases. It's a classic thing where like they're soldiers, they're randy folk. They're getting those STDs. So what are his patronages?
So as well as England, he is a patron of the country of Georgia, surprisingly, given the name. Clues in the name. Loads of places in Italy. Palestine,
Get on the stick with Palestine, buddy.
Ethiopia, the Boy Scouts. Not quite sure.
Okay.
I guess he was prepared for his tortures, and so that's why that one.
He seemed very prepared for that dragon, so yeah.
Yeah, the cavalry of the Brazilian army.
Okay.
Very specific.
But if you're in the infantry of the Brazilian army, you're on your fucking own.
Yeah. Catalonia, which is interesting because, like, you know, as a place, it's kind of like, you know, not England. Farmers, I guess because of all the sheep he helped.
I guess so, yeah.
Travellers and
Okay.
the mentally ill. Which
okay.
is that
That's
just a list of
nice.
people in England again? Farmers, travellers, the mentally ill.
Yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it.
That's the demographics of England.
And Crusaders.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I got on our patron saint. Clearly, I was taken by a very patriotic mood this week.
Yeah. Do you think you'd ever have St. George intercede for you?
Well,
for any reason?
I am not an aristocrat, so I guess he probably wouldn't care about me. Also, I don't think that, you know, imperialism is a good thing. So I think that he probably wouldn't be in my corner, really. What about you?
I feel like I'm on a bit of a crusade, but it's
in an old man yells at clouds kind of way.
Yeah, probably, yeah. It's a less genocidal crusade. It's more, you know, just trying to make people nicer and have more fun. It's more of a fun crusade, a fun save, as they say.
This sounds like a lie. It sounds like what anyone leading a crusade would tell themselves.
No, it's like, hey, we're the good guys here. Come on. Well, as we show up to your door with an army of clowns. It's fun. I don't know. Like, I feel like, you know, if I did have to deal with a dragon, I mean, I don't know.
You would turn him into your pet?
Yeah, I mean, like, I would have just, like, kept that dragon as a pet. Seems like a good use of dragon. Like, throw away a perfectly good dragon there. And, you know, I just feel like
but
maybe not the best example of it.
If you have a pet dragon, you would still need to feed it. So, like, given that you're in a town where they're running out of sheep, then it would...
Are they running out of sheep?
Well, that's why they switched to kids.
I thought they needed more food for the dragon. I thought that's why they were switching to people.
Yeah, so I guess that would mean that if sheep weren't enough, then by extension there weren't enough sheep.
Yeah.
It's just
I've also heard training your dragon is quite difficult. They've had to make multiple movies about how to do it.
Yeah.
Well, all right then. Yeah, I guess the only good dragon is a dead dragon. Is that what we're saying?
The only way to stop a bad guy with a dragon is a good guy with a dragon.
Is a good dragon and drag.
Yes.
That's what we've learned today. Is that what we learned? Did we learn anything?
I don't think we learned
I don't know.
anything.
I feel like I did some ranting, but I can't remember about what now. Well, Anna, thank you for bringing me the tale of this chivalrous hero of many peoples, many nations around the world, known the world over as a cool dude who only did cool stuff.
For sure. You are welcome. Have a patriotic St. George's Day.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right. Bye.